Hello, I'm Hunter Woolley, and welcome to the Metropolis Double Feature. The first movie to premiere tonight will be the recently completed restoration of the 1927 silent expressionist masterpiece, Metropolis. Metropolis takes place in a futuristic dystopian city where the wealthy overlords live far above, whereas the workers live in the conditions of the factories. The story focuses on the son of one of these wealthy factory owners named Frater, who falls madly in love with a woman named Maria, who lives in the workers' slums. As he pursues her, he learns of the horrific conditions the workers are forced through, and soon begins to wish for a better world, where the workers and the wealthy live in harmony. Meanwhile, Frater's father, Joe Fraterson, commissions the mad scientist, Dr. C.A. Rotwing, to take a hyper-realistic robot to incite a doomed rebellion among the workers, and thus crush the efforts of any revolutionary hopefuls. Soon, the robot goes amok, and the chaos of the revolution spills into the higher areas of Metropolis. Metropolis was based upon a novella by Thea von Harbou, written in 1925. She and director Fritz Lang, also her husband, worked closely in the writing of the film. The film was considered very ambitious for the time, especially in the poor conditions of Weimar Germany, costing an upwards of 5 million Reichsmarks, making it one of the most expensive movies produced in Germany at the time. Much of this was due to the set design and the special effects. The scene of the robot's transformation is considered one of the most iconic to come out of the silent era, and to this day considered one of the best examples of special effects in cinema. The futuristic design of the movie was combined with classic Gothic architecture to enhance the dystopic feel. A scene involving sacrifices to Moloch, as well as a scene showing a prophecy relating to the biblical Tower of Babel, were also very expensive. The film is also hailed as one of the earliest feature-length silent science fiction pictures and the peak of the Jules Verne style dominating all of sci-fi media. Director Fritz Lang would go on to become one of the most renowned German directors of all time, directing later masterpieces such as the crime noir M and the thriller The Testament of Dr. Mabuse. The film has suffered many cuts throughout its history. Its alleged communist message was heavily criticized upon the rise of Adolf Hitler and the Third Reich, and the initial runtime, almost 2 hours and 43 minutes, was shortened to just 118 minutes due to censors. After the war, a vast number of versions and cuts of the films floated around, including one that was scored by Freddie Mercury in 1984. However, in 2008, an almost complete version of the film was located in a bunker in Buenos Aires, Argentina. A team from the F.W. Murnau Foundation spent a year and a half and almost $1 million in the most dedicated film restoration effort of all time to bring this original copy back to life. 2 scenes, counting for almost 10 minutes of the runtime, were unfortunately considered beyond restoration, and as such are filled with intertitles for the plot's sake. This new version of Metropolis, now labeled The Complete Metropolis, is what will be presented for you tonight, with a runtime of 2 hours and 33 minutes. Metropolis is a resounding piece of art from the pre-war era, displaying all the confusion and distrust boiling from political tensions, not just in Germany, but all over the world. It is an avant-garde piece of science fiction media that would ultimately inspire all other works of the genre for the rest of the 20th century. And, on top of all of this, it is a staunch reminder that, where the hands and the head disconnect, a heart must be the mediator. Renowned filmmakers such as Francis Ford Coppola and Martin Scorsese place it among their favorites, and state that it is imperative that all aspiring filmmakers view it at least once. Be sure to stick around once the movie is over for part 2 of this double feature, displaying the 2001 Japanese animated movie of the same name, displaying both the horrors of violent revolution and the beauty of early computer animation. This film will play after a 15-minute intermission. Afterwards, an exclusive compilation of behind-the-scenes images from the original 27 masterpiece will also be displayed. Now, get seated and prepare yourself to see the ballad of the poor and the rich among the future, and the lone warrior who quells the distrust. Welcome aboard to Metropolis.